Our intention was a few weeks ago we started trying to make arrangements of finding a way to assist the police. They have a problem with resources, and so instead of just complaining about it, I thought, what can we do to try and make a difference? So it's been a difficult decision to ask the public for help, but we weren't able to do it ourselves. We also had no idea that we would get the support that we have. So it's very specific what we were asking the crowdfunding for, and it was within a day we got over 20,000. And this isn't business people that are donating thousands of pounds. This is somebody sent in a message with their saying, "This is my last £7.23."
Oh. People that feel
this is normal, everyday people, that are giving us £1, £2. So it's absolutely amazing that they've done this.
OK. Derek, let's talk about where we are with the investigation as things stand, because the police have now released some more footage. And what are we looking at? These are people that they want to rule out of investigation?
These are the people we pushed for the pod to be put out, and I can't remember how many weeks on after that was, but the result that had was really effective. A lot of people were brought forward, and these are, I think it's the 10 remaining people to be identified. And it's, in my head, I don't see how, if you were to say even one had to be involved, why have the other 9 not came forward after this? And is it because they've been drunk, that they're not even aware that they were out at that time? And it's over 2 months ago. How are you meant to remember that far back? So hopefully by it going out on social media and everyone seeing it, that because the people do have families, they do have friends, everyone does. So hopefully they do just get identified and we can narrow it down.
So you're keen to work alongside the police. I mean, it must be so frustrating because we know that that resources are tight, they have a whole myriad of priorities, but for you, there is only one priority here, isn't it? What is the single most important thing that you would like the police to look at and that you want to look at?
As I would say, is that really it's just everyone, police, family, friends, all we want at the end of the day is to find Corey.
Of course.
Of course, everyone has their priorities of how they think that's going to happen. For us, what we need is people to look at the CCTV footage, rack their brains back to the time that Corey did go missing, and think of where they were that night. The problem is that many people think, I wasn't near anywhere there, I didn't see anything, but you might have. Even the fact that you say you were there.
Out so
exactly,
that you know who those people are.
Because that does help. It does narrow down the amount of people or the search. It does help. We just want to find Corey. It's whatever help we can receive is fantastic.
And Southwark Police have told us this morning. Finding Corey remains a priority for them since he was reported missing. Thousands of hours of police time have been spent on carrying out hundreds of inquiries. The resources needed are reviewed by a chief officer on a weekly basis. You are, Nicola, a police officer yourself. You understand the stresses and strains and the resources that they are under. Do you have some sympathy for the fact that they can't necessarily commit as much time as you desperately want them to commit to this case?
I do have sympathy for them. However, Tim Passmore, the Crime Commissioner, he has gone publicly saying that this is being treated at the same level as a murder. From day one, I was told it was getting treated as a homicide without any evidence or a body. Is it acceptable to then remove resources so that you can't view CCTV, that you can't put the identities of the people you're trying to look for out to the public because you don't have the resources? And that's not the police officers on the ground, that's at a far higher level. The police, I know that as a police officer, they don't have the funding that they do need. I can't change that today. So we have got a local couple in Bury St Edmunds, a business couple, who have donated £50,000 to us to find Corey and bring him back home. And that's something that we really want to try and get out there, because £50,000 is a life-changing amount of money. But because we don't have confidence in the police to be able to deal with the calls, you can't call after 5 o'clock at night, it's an answer machine. You can't call at the weekend. If somebody's trying to phone up to tell me where my son is at 3 o'clock in the morning and they get an answer machine, they might not leave that message. So we're answering the calls. The numbers that we've put out are mobile numbers, and I've worked with the police with this. We're making sure that we're data protection compliant, and that this information is then given to the police so that they can investigate it. I'm not going to investigate it. I'm just trying to collate the information to give it to them, and then we have an army of people behind us ready to go out and search. The police can't search everywhere.
No.
We can.
Well, look, we wish you all the luck in the world. In a weird kind of way, I hope we don't see you again.
So
I hope
do I.
it's found
So do I.
and it's all sorted out.